Hey players, what if I were to tell you that being happy would be easier for you to achieve than it would be for a millionaire? As odd as that may seem, it's true. And today, I'm going to teach you just how easy it is to stumble upon happiness. I recently read the book Stumbling Upon Happiness by Daniel Gilbert, and the main key point that I took away is that although happiness is subjective, it is possible for everyone. He makes the point that we as humans have the ability to measure the future in the next immediate moment, just like animals. But what we can do that they can't is measure it in the next immediate moment. Looking far beyond the normal reach of what we want to do after we finish dinner, we can come up with answers to questions like what we want to do when we graduate college, or when we get married, or when we become old. And the reason we plan so far into the future is that humans have this little tendency where they want to control the entire world around them. So by doing this, we can prepare ourselves for positive outcomes that we want to happen but probably never will, and negative outcomes that we think will be horrible but probably won't be so bad. Okay, so what exactly is happiness? Can two people experience the same level of being happy? Can one person experience the same level of being happy? Since happiness, much like all other emotions, is a subjective feeling, the best way to measure it is in that real-time, immediate moment. The minute you stop feeling it and move on to something else, looking back on it, you'll never view it the same way again. In fact, studies show that when we look back at prior events in our lives, our minds have this ability to piece together selective feelings and memories that we had, but not everything that we felt. Think back to your favorite movie ever. I'm pretty sure you can remember every key scene that you thought was awesome. But what about everything in between those key scenes? How did you feel then? Our minds also do this for anything we perceive in the future too. A study was done in which they asked people the hypothetical question, if you had a child and somehow the child died, what would you be doing in this given moment 5 years from now with your life? An overwhelming majority of people said that they would be completely devastated. They wouldn't be able to eat or sleep or do anything. And as sad as it may sound, the truth is that most people would be going on normally with their lives. We have this habit of taking our emotions right now and applying it to the future situation. So if you were told that your child died, you would feel devastated right now and assume that's exactly how you'd feel 5 years into the future. And it is devastating, but 5 years from now, you'd be right back to laughing at your favorite TV shows and sitting there anticipating the release of the next Avengers movie. Studies show that if you were to take a millionaire and give them $1 million, they'd be pretty happy. But if you were to take a person with $0 and give them $100,000, they'd be even happier. You might be asking why though? They have a lot less money. The root of being happy in this situation doesn't come from the money, it comes from the value. Going from nothing to something has a much greater value than going from something to a little bit more than something. Another thing we happen to do is think that just because our feelings are subjective, our experiences are too, which studies prove to be untrue. Yes, every individual lives their own subjective life. But when we talk about how we'll probably feel when it comes to choosing a new job or buying a new car, the best way to go about it is to speak to someone who's already done it. Our minds are going to create their own reality as to what we think is going to happen, but then again, we're just guessing. So the best way to go about it is really to speak to someone who's been in that situation to see how they felt about it and to make our assessments based on their life experience. But what do you guys think? Do we have complete control over our own sense of happiness, or should we reach out to others and learn what they did so that we can know how it's going to affect our future? Stumbling upon happiness opened my eyes up to see happiness in a whole different light. Everyone can be happy no matter what you experience in life. You just gotta keep moving forward and things will eventually balance out. The key here is to learn from others, to hear their stories and apply that knowledge to your own life. That's how you can be happier. As always guys, love and peace. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button down there, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button. I make new videos every Tuesday and Friday on self-help, dating, philosophy, and more. Plus, if you want exclusive stories and tips that I don't share in my videos, make sure to sign up for the Josh Speaks newsletter. The link will be in the description below.